So just to show you that this method that I've been using has been working, you can see in my Phantom wallet, I have over $600,000, okay? And that is just by using this method. And I'm no brainiac, I'm no wizard, and I've managed to do this following these simple steps using this nearly guaranteed method.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP!
This video is for educational purposes only. I am not a financial advisor. Your capital is still at risk. I'm just here to explain how the process works. Okay, I'm glad you've all stuck around because that means that, like me, you want to start stacking the cash, okay? But before I show you the method, there's just something I want to talk about and demonstrate. So let's take a look at the candles on some of these coins here. Now you can see, towards the start, we've got these massive tick ups and then it comes crashing down. And that is the point at that peak where you can make your money as a trader. But if you take a look at some of these guys, how the hell are they making such consistent P&L? And the reason for that is because they're either the dev or they know the dev and they know when the coin is going to launch. They can get in early and they can sell whenever they like because they know they're going to make a nice tidy profit. And I can just switch to any other coin. It could be this one or it could be, let's take a look at this Bobo coin here. Again, look at these wild fluctuations. How the hell are you meant to make consistent money? And yet these guys always, their P&Ls are crazy. That green line is just going up and up and up and it never comes down, not really. And that's because they're rigging the game. And if you're not in the know, you're just stuck. So how about we flip the script with createcoin.fund? This is the platform that we can use to create our own coins, launch them, and take the liquidity for ourselves. Best part, no coding required. You don't need to be a computer whiz to get involved. You're just pushing a few buttons and submitting a little bit of Solana for maximum returns. So this is going to be the platform that we will use for what is going to be the simple method that I have described. Now, one other thing I wanted to talk about is the different kinds of markets that your meme coins can be on. This is the pump market. It's not great. You've got all these coins that can barely get past 2K, right? Some of them do, and some of them do really well, and that's fine. But most of them barely scrape by. However, if we switch over to the Matora market via Dynamic BC here, we can see there's going to be a lot more activity on those coins that make it through, and those market caps on average are going to be way higher. Look at that. 150, 140. Crazy activity on some of these coins. I mean, let's take a look here. Look at these charts, guys. There is some serious activity going on all the time. These numbers are going everywhere and people are interested in these coins. They are hot because they've got the room to grow. Now, let's head back to create coin. First things first, we have got to connect our Phantom wallet. So we simply click the connect wallet button here and then we click Phantom because it will detect your wallets automatically and boom, we are done. So in the wallet right now, I have just over $100 here, 118. So I recommend having $100 in the wallet, and that's going to be the starting money that you need to get this process working. So here's where we could make our own token. We could come up with any kind of name, coin, Trump, Elon, whatever marketing trick you want to run with and try and get your coin hyped up. That's great and all, but usually that doesn't work because again, you just kind of get lost. What we need to do is hit the copy trending tab. Now, what this is all the coins on pump that are hot right now, that are trending, it will show us and make them ready for us to migrate over to the Matora market. That is one of our secrets. The marketing is already done for us. The coins are already hot. So all we need to do is create our own version and let it run. We've let all that hard work be done for us. So I can take any one of these. You can look at the market caps, but to be honest, all of these are good options. Let's take Soul Battle. Why not? Let's just copy that one because it sounds kind of cool. And, that can be the logic. I've picked ones that are ridiculous with silly memes on and all sorts of stuff. Now, your Phantom wallet will initially block that request. You'll have to proceed. This is a normal part of the process. You'll hit confirm, you'll tick a box and hit confirm again. And this is, as I said, this is something you have to do every single time. I have to do it every single time I run this. It is a normal part of the process. Now, this is where we're going to put some of our money down. We need to create a liquidity pool. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put in roughly, I normally put around 0.2 Sol. You can put a bit more if you like. So today I'm going to put in, let's go 0.2 again. This is typically what I put in. It's a good number to go with. It gets your coin where it needs to be off the bat. We'll confirm that transaction there, put that Sol into the coin, get it on the market, and you'll see at the bottom there, our coin is now on Dex Screener, ready to go. So you can see a few bits of information here, such as our estimated value and the pooled Sol that we've already put in. We're going to see how those numbers change when we come back later on. But before we head to Dex Screener, there is one thing that we have to do, and we have to click this little lightning bolt here and boost our our token. And what this does is it kicks us to the top of Dex Screener's trending list. So the trend chasers, the bots, all the people that are looking for the next hyped coin, they're going to see our coin and they're going to buy in. So 0.25 Sol is the cost. What I promise you, you will be making that money back. It's this simple, guys. You know, you have to do it to make this work. Now, let's take a look at our numbers already. And straight away, we've got 19 traders. We've barely been running 5 seconds. We're up to 45. So remember, I showed you those crazy kick-ups at the start? So the boost is one of those tools that we can use to kick up our coin right at the start. And then we're going to generate a bunch of liquidity, which we can then put straight into our pocket. So speaking of liquidity, we're already nearly at 2K. That's fantastic. And obviously, you're going to see the numbers fluctuate. It is meme coins. They always do. That's the name of the game. Look, we're on 2.3 liquidity, nearly 3K. These are incredible numbers that I get every single time. So to be frank, it's not really that surprising anymore. You know, we're at, let's see, I mean, by the time I'm finished, we'll have 400 traders. You know, we've got, look at the transactions. We're very quickly approaching 1,000 transactions. The coin is hot, and that is because of that boosting function. Now, I can let this run for however long I like. I don't typically let these run for very long because I'm interested in good, consistent, short bursts of money. Speaking of, now that we have done that, let's have a look at what our coin's worth. So our estimated value should shoot up, I imagine. So let's see how much that is. 1.45k. Okay. Oh, there you go. It came back down again because again, these are volatile markets, obviously. But you can see from the $14 we started with, this is a silly amount of money. 1.2k. Now, if we want to start making our money, we need to remove that liquidity. And again, like everything else, it's a very simple process as to how we do this. We click this minus button here. We click 100%, and that is going to put all of that liquidity straight into our pocket. Okay, so let's remove it. Now, if you subscribe, comment, and leave a like, then I will be giving away half of what I earn in this video to one lucky winner. Make sure you do that, guys. Make sure everybody knows this method. Let's take a look at that profit margin. Let's have a look. So remember, I started 118. I'm now rocking 1,237. Guys, this is insane money. Now, you can do that too, now that you have seen my simple process.